Pablo and friends. You feel me? And this is Pablo's art event up here at Terror Cafe. You feel me? Tell them what this is, Pablo. I know you did it once, tell it again.
Well, now I have more practice. We are here sharing the colors together. This is one of the stories I create. It's about present times, excess of consumption, different things. The idea is to transform with your own creativity, with you can be right, you can do anything to finish this story.
To finish the story. This is Pablo's story. And what Pablo did, he put everything in black and white. He put it all in black and white. And it's your job to put the color in there. Excuse me. And that's my toilet. That's what Pablo put me in the story. All right. Pablo put me in the story, and Pablo put my toilet in the story. You feel me? Pablo put my toilet in the story. It's in black and white. And I'm gonna work off what Pablo started, all right? Y'all like dumbass shit, so I got Chucky. And Chucky walking Hogan's dog. We're gonna put it in black and white, like he said. We're gonna put it in black and white. It was a $2.5 billion class action lawsuit that I went to file in the state of Illinois in 2007. I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. We talking about the Duke lacrosse team. I came to file a $54 million lawsuit against Scott Shellenberger, Governor O'Malley, and different individuals. Now it's this lawsuit right here. It's not a lawsuit, it's a criminal case. Do blacks have rights in America, in which America has the respect? Well, we're going to put it in black and white. We're going to make it plain and simple. And we're going to do it through the art. We're going to use art to do it. We're going to use art to do it. Period. All right? I'll make sure that this gets to Hogan, because it's going to go to the Supreme Court. This case is for this case. If I don't get this case heard in Baltimore County during 2019, then this goes to the Supreme Court in 2019. Johnny O has this information. Scott Shellenberger refused to give me access to the court, and it's going to just do what it do. It's about my right to property in a movie that I was making. Art and activism. So I'm going to take a page out of Pablo's book. I'm going to put, I got 75 feet. All right, got 75 feet of poster. The same way that Pablo was doing his, I'm going to do the Constitution with 75 feet. And I'm going to use the real news. And we're going to go with the Constitution. We're going to do 75 feet of the Constitution. And like I said, we're making a movie. And the movie going to show about being black and white America. I'm going to take 75 feet, and we're going to put the Constitution on that 75 feet. We're going to go with the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment. No person shall be held to answer for a capital charge or otherwise infamous crime. All right, to present an indictment to the grand jury. I want access to the grand jury because you got this court one-sided. Accessing the grand jury, that means the defendant has access to the grand jury as well. If not, you can indict a ham sandwich. You feel me? My evidence was disputable against what Scott Shellenberger presented in front of the grand jury. So in 2019, I want access to the grand jury. I want to present this case in front of the grand jury. The same way that you put that grand jury on me, I want to put that grand jury on the state. The Constitution, the Fourth Amendment says I got access to the grand jury one way or the other. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy trial. I didn't have a speedy trial. You held me for 186 days. You held me for 186 days in the state of Illinois. You violated my constitutional right. I want a trial for the Illinois case. That's the second bite of the apple. I don't get a trial for the Illinois case. It goes to the Supreme Court. You feel me? This case ties the Illinois case together. You feel me? You never gave me a speedy trial. You feel me? Witnesses to appear on my behalf. I had witnesses. I submitted it to the courts. The Eighth Amendment. Suits. I filed lawsuits. Y'all refused me access to the court to file a lawsuit. I filed a $54 million lawsuit in December 2010, and another one in that you refused to file in 2007, that $2.5 billion class action lawsuit. You've been denying me access to the court through your state's attorney and your police department. Excessive bail. You refused me bail in both states. You had erroneous charges on me in both states. In Illinois, you had 138 charges, and I ain't lived in the state of Illinois since 1991. I left in 1991. So how was you giving me charges and I was living in Maryland? That's you abusing your powers of the state. The 11th Amendment, all right? Judicial powers of the United States. Yeah, I was making a documentary about your courts. It's making a documentary about your courts, your state's attorney, your public defenders, and your war on drugs. That's the 11th Amendment. You feel me? United States citizens or other states. If I'm not a citizen, then I'm property. Make up your mind. Am I a citizen or am I property? 13th Amendment. You feel me? 13th Amendment. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude. You feel me? And that's what you keep doing. You keep locking me up illegally. Dog, I want to take it to the court. I want to put the Constitution to the test. In the 14th Amendment, all persons born or naturalized in the United States. I was born in the USA, so you got to give me my rights under the Constitution. Now, you can go to the Real News. They had this since 2014. Eddie Conway got the emails. I want everybody's information on the table. And like I said, I got 75 feet. I'm getting ready to do this. And I'm going to use the leaders of a beautiful struggle to do this. I'm going to use toilets. We're going to be real colorful with this. I'm going to have your names on these movie releases, and I'm going to show you the rules of the Supreme Court. It's the criminalization of poverty, and it's the time to pee. You feel me? Remember what? Yeah, Pablo put that toilet on his artwork, so we tied this together. It wasn't planned. This is what artists do. We envision these others' visions. We see things that you don't. So it's the criminalization of poverty, and like I said, I'm putting this all in artistic form of protest. We're doing this through art and activism. You feel me? And I'm active in my community. And my activism is surrounded with art. You feel me? Y'all seen me at Youth Uprising. Y'all seen me with UMBC. I do a lot of art in the community. You see me with Jubilee art. You see me with Stepping Out. We're going to put all my work in the community, all my artwork in the community, and we're going to put it to the test. Because like I said, it's the art of making money. It's a film. It's the art of getting money. So as colorful as it is, I want to tell you about the leaders of a beautiful struggle. I appreciate your contribution to my cause, because y'all didn't want me to tell this. But we're going to talk about the war on drugs. And we're going to have you sign off on it. We're going to take the war on drugs to the Supreme Court, because that's what my case was about, the war on drugs. Johnny O and Hogan, you got this. Next is going to the county board members, city, county, state, and federal levels. Just like the Duke lacrosse team, Scott Shellenberger locked me up illegally. It was racially motivated. He used the powers of his office for prosecutorial discretion to enact retaliatory prosecution, because I was exposing them. And we're going to talk about the money in Baltimore County's council, the pay-to-play politics. Do what you do, but you getting ready to get 75 feet of this. The art of getting money. It's the art of getting money. And I'm going to show you about mine. Court cases is legal, man. And we're going to put it all on film. Getting ready to get a webinar series. All right? We're going to do podcasts, live feeds. And we're going to start showing those videotapes from the 2006, the ones that y'all destroyed. I want to show about this case where y'all came in my house and put guns to my head. Dog, if I don't hear the trigger go boom, I ain't scared of y'all. I ain't scared of jail. I ain't scared of guns. I ain't scared of that. I lived that life. I'm built for it. Question is, are you? Is you built for this movie? Because the movie about you and you got to deal with it. 2019 session, you're going to see a lot of me. Y'all going to see what leaders of a beautiful struggle really about. Is you leading us in what direction? Because I want to lead you to the courts. I want to lead you to freedom. Y'all just leading us to payoffs and payouts, collecting money to fight for freedom. No, Stop collecting money and start fighting in the courts. Stop collecting money and start fighting in the courts. Do like Thurgood Marshall. Lead us in that direction. Because right now all you're doing is talking about donations and contributions. This is the contribution to the cause. I'm going to shit on all y'all. Sign the movie releases. Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle, you can sign the movie release too. I don't want nobody to say they left out the loop. This movie is going to be about the crime bill. It's going to be about the war on drugs. It's going to be about Starbucks. It's going to be about them toilets.